It has been 20 long years since the Battle of Amon Lanc and the start of the war. In that time, the people of the Anduin Vale have suffered much bloodshed and turmoil. But despite these hardships, our realm has expanded beyond measure. Our once small towns have grown into bustling cities, and our humble forts have been replaced by towering castles. As a Valesman, I have seen firsthand the trials and tribulations that we have endured. I have watched as our people fought with unrelenting courage and determination, driving back the forces of darkness time and time again. And though we have lost many brave souls along the way, we have not faltered. Instead, we have grown stronger and more united. Now, as I look out upon the transformed land that surrounds me, I cannot help but feel a sense of awe and pride. Our influence stretches far beyond the Anduin, and even the Dark Lord in Mordor fears our might. But we do not rest on our laurels. We know that this war is far from over, and that there are still battles to be won. So we stand ready, a united people, steadfast and resolute in our defense of the Anduin Vale. We will not be defeated, for we know that our strength lies not just in our numbers or our fortifications, but in the courage and determination of our people. Greetings, my beloved friends. This is Daylight Savings Time Izzy, wishing you all a very welcome, that's not a correct phrase, but I don't care, welcome back, I should say, to episode 27 of our Anduin Vale campaign in Third Age to the War, Divide and Conquer, featuring possibly the worst introduction on my part for this entire campaign. But hey, it had to happen eventually, right? So might well be episode 27. I'm not sure if we'll live to see 30 episodes in this campaign. I think it's kind of feasible, because as you all know, we are very, very close to reaching our victory conditions, at least the ones in the game, because last episode we got rid of Dol Guldur by taking the last settlement up here at Erin Runen. We already have Odovacar and the rest of his merry men moving south, because one of my extra victory conditions, something that I've put upon myself, is of course to destroy Mordor. I think destroying Mordor and Angmar are pretty much the only victory conditions we really need to meet. Of course, we also need to hold 30 regions, but that will happen just by taking down both those factions, so that's not a problem. One of my other victory conditions was, of course, to control the entirety of the Anduin, but I think that might be a bit too optimistic. I think if we can just have the entirety of the Anduin in safe hands, in good hands, in friendly hands, then that is plenty. Now, in order to destroy Mordor, which is, of course, the big cheese, we're not going to go 1v1 them, honorable battle, just fight them head on. That's a bit silly. We are, of course, going to try to snag the One Ring and drop it in the volcano. There we go. The game's reminding me I need to get my butt to Dant'alad, kill whoever's holding the One Ring. It's still there, apparently, so I thought maybe that Yaktak took the ring, but no, it's still in Dant'alad. And as Anarian pointed out, better to not siege out these rebels for another 7 turns. Better just go at it. Just take them down, push our way through, not waste any more time. We are, of course, still going to have to slaughter some remaining dwarfs. Nothing too scary, though. A bunch of Erebor infantry and Erebor axe throwers. I mean, they're not bad units. Shouldn't underestimate them. But we should be able to just shoot them. Yeah, that's going to be the plan for now. Kill them real quick. Nice way to start off the episode. And then we can immediately march Falkred through the mountains and down to Dant'alad. So yeah, without further ado, let us jump in.
Muster your courage, men!
Alright, there we have it. As always, we can just walk in there, alright? Yes. Why are we not... Oh, never mind. I thought we were attacking from the wrong side, but this is the correct side. I do, as always, enjoy reading through your many, many comments. But it does seem that a lot of people, and myself included, not going to deny that, are very much looking forward to the next faction. The Anduin Vale, gotta be honest with you all, wasn't really the most popular of factions. Never really got the traction that other campaigns did, which is fine. It's always been my goal to play every faction at least once, and I always knew from the start that there were going to be factions that got a lot of popularity, a lot of people were very eager to watch, and then there were others that I always expected to kind of do worse. And sometimes certain factions amaze me, and they become a lot more popular than I would have ever thought, but also the other way around. Some factions that I think would be immensely popular turn out to be quite a dud faction. Well, I don't want to call it a dud. All my videos do fairly well, I'm not going to complain, but for the Anduin Vale, I expected them to not be that, like, favoured among the people, and that has largely come true. And I also noticed that the longer the campaign goes on, but that goes for any campaign, even popular campaigns, the longer it goes on, the more it loses traction, and that's fine. I understand that too. I much prefer watching the early game as well, or even playing the early game as well. But, to not just have me complaining for a bit, I am very, 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 very excited. I literally super excited for what comes next. I've already been doing some behind-the-scenes work. Of course, I will take a small YouTube break, as I typically do in between campaigns. But I'm very excited to show you what I've been working on already. I've already showed some people the thumbnail for the next campaign that I've been working on, and their reactions were already like, damn, dude, it's a cool thumbnail. I like to think it's my best thumbnail yet. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm not going to do a poll, as I've mentioned before. I'm just going to make a decision myself on our next faction, but I'm sure you're going to like it. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait. But yeah, I'll take about a month off, probably, roughly. It's hard to put it into exact time frame. After the Anduin Vale is done, which I assume will only be like a couple more episodes. But don't think I'm just spending that month doing absolutely nothing. Oh, no. I'll be spending that month finishing up the thumbnail, you know, refining it a bit, already starting work. Are they moving? They're not working. Starting work on stuff like the intro, which I already want to work on, because I always do like a faction intro and then a campaign intro specifically. Always have double intros these days, at least for the first episode. And yeah, just kind of try to push that faction to the next level. So yeah, I always kind of see like the first episode I kind of do for the algorithm. I know I shouldn't be talking about the algorithm. YouTube doesn't like it when I talk about it, but I don't care. The first episode I always do for the algorithm, and then all the episodes that come afterwards are for the loyal fans, the people that stick on, that keep watching, guys like you who are watching episode 27 of some godforsaken campaign. Because, you know, there's a lot less people that watch it, so by all means I shouldn't be doing those intros for those kind of episodes that are that deep in, because from me trying to gain popularity and views and all that kind of jazz, it's subjectively not a good decision. I invest a lot of time in it that I'd better be spending elsewhere. But I take pride in what I do. I really do. I know that sounds silly. I'm a 28-year-old making silly YouTube videos on a 15-year-old game. But I really do take pride in these videos and the intros and the writing and everything, you know? And that's not to say that I take copyright for everything, because I do a lot of cutting and pasting my thumbnails. I just edit stuff I find on the internet, kind of throw it together. Same with the intros, you know. I don't make my intros. I don't have the skills for it, nor the time to make such epic intros every couple days. But I do take pride in what I do, which is of course editing and making sure stuff blends in together, that the cool imagery that I can't make myself, not yet, maybe until the AI gets a bit more advanced, but match it with what I have in mind in terms of storytelling, etc, etc. Alright, what are those dwarves trying to do? It's kind of an annoying slope, but it's not terrible. If I can get my infantry, like, to fight them, then my archers can actually shoot them. Get Faltered in here, let him do some of the dirty work himself. Get the Sons of the Fallen in there as well, I think that would be a good sign. Maybe those dwarves will lay down their arms if they see what kind of weapons they get if they join me. Friends of Erebor, we need not be adversaries! Fuck you. I'm throwing through the fucking pillar, I don't care. I know, I'm getting my infantry a little bit involved in melee, but that's okay. Oh, they're throwing axes, those pricks, you weren't supposed to do that. Where's my infantry? Hurry! I needed you here 20 minutes ago. Alright. Those axe throwers, they don't screw around. They really do not screw around, damn. And they're aiming for my wardens because they have the highest missile attack. Makes sense. Okay, but we give them the javelins as well. It's like, okay. Take my axe, fine. Take my javelin, you prick. Alright, they are going down. I briefly talked about it when I opened the episode, but by God, do I hate daylight savings time. I'm not sure where you guys are all from, if you have daylight savings time or not. I assume most of you do. I don't think there's many countries that don't have daylight savings time. But it really screws over my biological clock by a lot, and I hate it. Oh man, I just... Because typically my schedule is I go to bed fairly early, but then I wake up early, I go to the gym before work, and then I start work. But with daylight savings time, I was just so zoned out. I couldn't even go to the gym in the morning because I just had to sleep more because I was so... And then in the evenings, I can't fall asleep. And I know it's silly, but it just messes with me, man. Ridiculously annoying. Alright, you're gonna not throw in your reserves? Please, man, I don't want to go up all the way over here. That'd be a terrible position to fight at. But we have them by the beard now, because they've expended their axes. We're sending in our more heavily armored lads. Oh, you guys can back off. You've done your work. Get the beard warriors in. We're going to make sure that Faltered has a fresh army after this battle, don't worry about it. But let's speed this up a bit. I want to get more done in this episode than just take Khazad-dûm. I've already taken Khazad-dûm many times before. I'm going to tell you to save your ammo for now. And then I'm going to bring in the good archers. The dwarves thought those were my good archers, then they're about to be surprised. I hope if I take the slope, they'll send in some reinforcements. Yeah, those axe throwers aren't the best in melee. And they're not the worst, I guess. It's hard to be the worst when you're up against Snaga now and then. This guy's throwing invisible axes. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, man. Oh, there we go, thank you. He took notice. I'd love to be a lawyer in Middle-earth. Can you imagine the lawsuit you'd have to settle? Oh. I mean, the main big case, of course, the one that has a huge precedent value, is of course the Arkenstone. Who does it belong to? In my mind, it belongs to the dwarves. They found it fair and square, you know, treasure laws and all that. And Thranduil, I mean, I'm not sure what his claim is exactly. I know the Arkenstone is... I mean, I might be wrong. I might be upsetting some lore people, but isn't it supposed to be like the Silmarillion? Or the Silmaril, sorry, that Feanor lost? I might be wrong yet. I might be... I'm going to stop talking, actually, because I'm probably making huge mistakes. But basically, the elves have some claim to it, but the dwarves, they found it fair and square, I'd say. I think the dwarves have a good case. But then, of course, there's Smaug, and he has, of course, the monopoly of violence, which, well, that also helps. So I'm not sure exactly. Alright. Let's go, boys. Send in Falkred. Let him motivate the men. Of course, if we have to fight on the towns... Ah, there we have it. Good, good, good. You guys can stay on the slope, then. Don't push in too hard. Let them come down a bit so our archers have a better angle. Good, yeah, they're gonna get slaughtered. Sending in more troops? Oh, he's really... This guy just fell over. I'm pretty sure my archers can't hit this guy, so I think he's just drunk. Well, if I had to face this kind of battle, I think I'd get drunk as well. Oh, he's already dead. Captain... Didin. Oh no, archers, don't do whatever you're doing now. That's causing a lot of friendly fire. Well, if you can try to hit the back lines, then go ahead, but don't think that'll do much.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Just trying to squeeze in everyone at this point. Not the best idea, but I'll pull back like the exhausted men. Freshen them up. Alright, they're sending in men. Good, good, good. Finally, that's good. Then we shoot them. They don't have much in reserve left. That's Sons of Beorn! It's been how many episodes since we lost Beorn? Like 20 or something? Pretty high amount. Alright, the angle is really working in our favor now. Alright, skin changes don't go too YOLO. Send in some of the reserves. Don't let my general die, please. I need this guy to govern when faltered leaves. Faltered has more important matters to attend to. I don't mind if these guys die. They have served their purpose. Okay, aim for the back lines and actually hit those guys by accident. That's a good plan. Say what you want about the dwarves, but they are tanky bastards. They're not really killing much of my men, but they sure aren't dying either. Alright, well, my plan seems to be working alright. These guys actually shrug off a lot of the arrows. That's unfortunate. Now there we go. A little bit of routing on my side. A little bit of na 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 na. I forgot how that song goes. Alright. That's a lot of Erebor dudes still, man. I don't like them. Like, you're supposed to be dead. All of you. I said in like 2 episodes ago that these were going to be the last dwarves I killed, and that was a lie. I don't like to lie. I'm a man of my word, typically. Gosh. Look at the timer. It's not like I've been passive about this entire thing. It's just a... It's a choke point battle against dwarves. I mean, what do you expect me to do, game? Throw in javelins? I can throw in javelins.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Seems to be working to a certain degree, but maybe bring in the skin changers to scare them off a bit. And yell insults at them. Racial slurs. Come on, you stubby, bubby dwarves. Oh, they're running. Alright, let's just take the town square. We have a much wider gap here. No more bullshitting around at that point. No, 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 no. Oh, they got their morale back. You get to have morale, mate. Fine, die then. Let me hold both sides of the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Yeah, just squeeze through, ram him down. Ain't no contest. I'm gonna need fresh troops anyway. Alright, lads. Let's make sure we set up in like a nice kill zone if they try to go for us. If not, I'll happily wait 11 minutes. Like, no worries. We'll get into like a nice box. Happily shoot them at the same time. Look at these guys. They don't care about my arrows, man. I'm out of ammo. Well, I can send in my cab, I guess, but do I want to? I don't know. I don't know if I want that. I mean, I can happily wait 8 minutes, but then I have to talk about stuff for 8 minutes, and I don't think anyone wants that. Who knows what crazy tangent I'll go on. You guys should know me by now. Alright. Just kill some dwarves. Get some experience. Why not? Would be funny if they actually get like a chevron, but I don't think they will. Nah. I still don't know how experience works. Like, I have a good idea of how it works, but not precisely. I don't think it really works in kills specifically, because I've noticed that infantry gets chevrons much easier than archers, whilst my archers typically get like more kills. I also know like experience, for some reason, I'm not sure why it's coded that way, works per like specific guy. So for example, if my general has a gold chevron, my general unit has a gold chevron, but his entire unit dies, except the general, he lives, then he'll lose all of his experience pretty much, even though his unit will regroup, like they'll go back. So it doesn't make much sense. But then again, if I have like 5 Sons of the Fallen, they can have like 3 gold chevrons. If I then retrain them in the barracks, the entire unit will have 3 gold chevrons. Like, they'll just keep their experience. It's a very weird mechanic, but like losing specific guys can make you lose all the experience of a unit. It's very, very strange, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Alright. Well, that is Moria back in our hands. Now we control both Goblin Town and this passage. So we just hold Hithaiglet, pretty much. The only side we don't hold is Isengard. It's not in the plan to take Isengard, but knowing me, you never know what happens. Sometimes I just end up with Isengard, even though I never wanted to have it in the first place. But we'll see, of course. For now, I'm just happy to call this a win, and the time bit is running low, man. But we hold the town square. We won. So there we have it. A pretty clean win. I mean, we lost more than I would like, but it's better than waiting 7 turns, I agree, actually. Looking back, I probably should have attacked even sooner, but still, we didn't waste too much time. Killed the dwarves, taken Khazad-dûm. We should be rolling in cash. So, well, let's claim the money. And there we go. Khazad-dûm, Khazad-dûm, Khazad-dûm. Occupy it for the cash. Look at that. Oh. Boom. Wealth. The dwarves bother upgrading the mining network. Wait. No, it's just regular mines. Like, jeez. I can get a lot of cash. Alright, let's move out straight away.
Yes, my lord.
But let's see here. Like, what do I want to have? I got... I don't know. It's not gonna be the greatest army. Let's see. Mr. Faltered. You, my friend, need an army, and you need a good one. So let's give him cavalry, because Cav is king. Let's give him ballista, because that speeds things up. Look at this little hobbit lad. I love him. I think he actually has, like, the Frodo model. Let's give him Sylvan March Wardens, because that's epic. The thing is, we won't get attacked in Khazad-dûm, so I can, like, pull out as many guys as possible. Okay. Let's see. You? Need to make sure we can keep the peace, but I think that'll be fine. I can still lower the taxes. Why can you guys not move it? Oh, you... These guys I pulled out of reinforcement range. I'll bring the bandits, because that's funny. Veil Archers. Dwarven Travelers. I need to bring in the Storeshirers, of course. Naturally, that's a given. So we've got one more slot, but I think I can already move him out and possibly pick up a mercenary somewhere along the way. Make sure Khazad-dûm West like gets some troops back. We also, yeah, we're building the military garrison, so that's quite good. That gives us 3 upgraded units, right? 3 upgraded and experienced garrison units, yeah. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, okay, full cred. I think he can keep moving then. It'll still take him a while to get there, but that's fine. Meanwhile, against Angmar, I think we're just chilling, right? Winter's End is under siege. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Looking to move out of Barchaleg, but we have Bearlan coming in. So yeah, let's just wait for that. Down here, Dant'alad. I want to put down some more watchtowers, but I need to be very careful. That I can always get Mr. Grimbjörn back on the settlement. So I got some towers at these crossroads here. That's a start, but of course there's much more room for improvement. Right, yeah, troops are just moving in all over the place. Like, that's just fine. I have armies gathering near Angmar, which should be enough to take down Angmar. I have armies coming in towards Dant'alad. I'll have 2 full banner stacks there in about 4 turns. So that's good. So I think we need to move some diplomats around to possibly give some settlements to the Woodland Realm. Perhaps I can even, like, somehow, if I give them a lot... they'll need a lot of settlements, but I can make, like, a corridor to have them fight against Mordor as well. But I shouldn't bother with that. We all know how useless our allies have been so far. Oh, and there we go. That's the declaration of war, finally. Okay. I've been expecting you,
We must make
Mordor.
a stand. We are besieged.
And now you will all notice why playing against Mordor is such a drag and why I prefer to go for the One Ring route. We're going to have a lot of those siege battles where the enemy just throws massive armies against you. It will be fine for the most part, but we need to make sure we don't get overwhelmed. Like, we have a full banner stack there, but they can really grind you down hard. A Hunter's Guild in Winter's End. I first need to check what settlement type barrack stuff. None. I haven't committed yet. Okay, then Hunter's Guild is fine. And they've actually been waiting long enough for me to get my reinforcements in, so I think that's in reinforcement range, right? I'm not gonna sally out. That's a bit too suicidal. Leave Athelin alone. Right. Yellowstone is ready for an upgrade. I'm gonna queue that up already. Alright, Bjorn's Hall got upgraded. Look at that. It's an actual, like, big-ass settlement now. I love it. I can even upgrade it further. Look at that. Let's get cattle farming then, yeah. I love myself some beef. Same with Amon Lanc. These mines are not very good, but they still bring in the money. Dane's Hall's got a Lord's Hall. Let's get the Yearning Barracks. Litage at Leather Tanner. Upgrade that. I mean, I guess I can queue up some buildings already, but I like to spend my money wisely. Damn, that's ridiculously expensive. I think I'll go for the Mountain Watchtowers first. Because those bring in a lot of cash as well, but they're much, much cheaper. Erin Runen. I think we'll give Erin Runen away to the elves. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I don't think it matters too much, but... They don't deserve it. They really do not deserve it, but... oh, they barely have anything, mate. They can use an extra settlement. There we go. Khazad-dûm, please. And upgrade my map. Not upgrade. Update my map information, please.
An honor and a pleasure.
There we go.
Farewell.
And then Mr. Deodorant can move down south.
Yes.
Govern Roskabel, I suppose.
Yes.
Odovacar, I need you at Dant'alad.
Yes.
Take whatever's the quickest route. I'm just thinking. Part of me wants to send this guy out to put up watchtowers all along this border here. Can I do that? Yeah, I can.
Yes.
And I think I want to pull back like all of these guys, if possible, to Bjorn's Hall for retraining. Because that's actually good units in there. Alright, team up at Amon Lanc. That's where I'm throwing the party. Queue up some good lads, some strong bear lads. Alright. I'm still not a huge fan of the way the barrack system works for us. I think this honey's actually bringing a lot of money. Because it does nerf us a bit, like... We're always kind of bottlenecked by how many troops we have available, especially in the early game. It's not as bad now, but it used to be a real big problem. Now it's slightly better, but still. Oh nice, extra siege equipment's always welcome. Not that I need that much more near Angmar, but... Can I move this general towards Goberdrain, I wonder?
Yes, my lord.
I can probably go here, pick up some troops from Barchaleg, and actually have like a big army. Cav is welcome. I'll leave one Cav behind for the defense. I can use 2 more units. I want infantry. There we go. Now that's a decent army. And of course we have this guy coming in. But I might send him north to strike at the more well-defended settlements. And this guy can move towards Goberdrain then. Yeah. That seems fine. Keep an eye on Angmar. Alright, full cred. Gets to moving. Plop down some watchtowers whilst you're at it. Let's make sure not to piss off Dunland until we actually need to do it. Strike at Dant'alad. Oh, goblins, you better not take the One Ring from me, I swear to God. If that happens, whoo, I don't know, man. Alright, well, I've done pretty much everything I can for this turn, right? I'm blazing through these turns, but there's not much I can do. Besides just training slightly poopy units. Yeah, once again, I'm mostly bottlenecked, not by money, just availability of troops. Send them to Amon Lanc as well. I want to raise another army at Amon Lanc. The moment we have the One Ring, I want to have an honor guard of 1,000,000 Valesmen just marching down Mordor. Perhaps if I have the chance to take the Black Gate already, I should maybe seize it. Alright, let's gather some forces. Reinforcements, not the best lads, but they'll do, especially against Angmar. Yeah, okay, we can press another end turn. Blasting through these turns. Not bad at all. I mean, I talk about bottlenecks and all that, but we're doing okay. We have good armies. And our troops, like, they might not look like it, but they have the stats to back it up. They're actually capable warriors. I do enjoy the Anduin Vale campaign in that aspect. We're a bit of a ragtag team of bad lads, but we get the job done. In terms of quality, I don't envy the Mordor stack besieging Dant'alad. They don't seem to envy themselves either because they're holding off on the attack. Whilst I do believe they have great beasts, so in theory they could attack right away. Okay, Barchaleg's on the siege by a rather large army, but that's actually fine. Because I got that big army. Actually, I'm just going to let them waste themselves on Barchaleg. Because then, I don't think they can take it. I can defend Barchaleg with a relatively small amount of troops. And if I can then sneak past them, like, go straight for Goberdrain, that's a given. Honestly, might even go straight for Angsul. Because that will back them off Winter's End, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that will back them off Winter's End. Winter's End has 5 more turns. I'm just funneling in reinforcements, so like, go ahead and waste your time. Barchaleg has a somewhat strong defense. And I think we have a militia garrison there, right? No. Earkhan the Fearless.
Yes, my lord.
I could bring in this guy, like, closer. Give him something to think about. I don't know if it'll suffice, we'll see. Maethelberg also ready for an upgrade. I'm upgrading all my settlements. Like, the Anduin Vale is going to be the booming heart of Middle-earth. Like, it's honestly amazing. I got a coming of age in Bjorntal. Wonderful. I'm going to send you to Amon Lanc straight away. To become general of a new army. Amon Lanc doesn't even have a governor. That's surprising. Okay, more sieges. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Oh, screw you, Mordor. I'm aware. Roscobel making mad money. Mason's Guild House. Not younger chicken farming, sheep farming, so we can upgrade it, get some more horses. Especially against Mordor, even those cheap horses, they are absolutely fine. Do I want to train them? Yeah, I do. Let's see, knock for a claw, got a muster ground. What do I want here? I guess I want some wood. Let's get woodman. And Barchaleg got the tomb. That's good. Even if we're under siege, we'll still get extra culture then. I can train some lads here, might as well. I can get apiary there as well, I didn't realise that. Just apiaries all over the place.
Yes,
full crit. Don't cockblock me, goblins. I swear to God. Zagduf, pillager of Bairig. Oh, you're not kidding. Goblins have advanced quite a bit. So we need to make sure that we can hold Khazad-dûm. Not ideal, but whatever. Paddington Station, what do I have there? Bjorning, so I don't really need a Hunter's Guild, that's beyond pointless. Okay. Can I actually queue up units that I currently can't train? No, I can't. That'd be kind of handy if I could already queue them up and then they just train them as soon as they're available. But alas, that's not a thing, so I just quickly go over the main settlements, the ones where I can really train troops. Usually. Greenwood Forest is perfect. I haven't seen those actually too much. Only seen them here and there. I'll get more Vale Archers. Against Mordor they'll actually do quite well. Alright, Dant'alad. What have you got actually? Yeah, you have great beasts. Loki Nazrim Trolls. That's gonna be a fun fight.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, Todavakar, keep on marching.
We can go no further, my lord.
We can go no further, my lord. That's fine. You don't have to go much further. Actually, the goblins holding these territories is not that bad, because then me escaping Dunland will actually be a rather easy venture, I'd say. Should be. So I can take Angsul in the next turn, so if they don't attack me in this turn, I think they screwed up for good. Bearn can take down those guys if need be, and then we can push towards Goberdrain and Baridoniac. They'll get an extra Doom stack in between there, but I don't think... Look at all those troops move. I don't think even a Doom stack of Angmar is enough to turn the tide. Might set us back a turn or two, but it's not gonna lead to a different result in the war itself. Maybe a few battles will be decided differently, but that's okay. Alright, come on, fight me. Actually, don't fight me. Don't fight me. No. The longer I don't have to fight, the more I actually get done per episode. And that's why some people auto-resolve. Ah, now going in for the kill. Our first fight against Mordor, as Gorhur comes in. Do bear in mind, Great Beasts are incredibly buggy in siege battles, because they're coded as being able to destroy gates, but they can't. So, I don't think this will be too difficult because of that. But we shouldn't underestimate them, because they're bringing in, actually, a lot of elite units. And I have a big army, but some of these units are not top tier. They're okay tier. But still, I think we can do fine. So I'm going to make sure I save and then jump in. Our first fight against Mordor. Make sure to put up a good show for them, eh?
Attack!
Alright. I was wondering what the settlement looked like. I kind of forgot already during the loading screen. But I'm just happy we have walls we can stand on. That's already a huge win. If it was just a shitty palisade, I would have cried. Now it's just a slightly less shitty palisade. Alright, these guys I think can deploy stakes, right? So we're going to make sure they have stakes down at the gate. So when those Lokin Azadim come in, they'll just get absolutely pierced. Sauron lances, same deal. I don't think, yeah, they don't work against great beasts, nor against trolls, in case you're wondering. Right, let's see, let's do some thinking here. Thinking. I want the Woodman Wardens up against the Ladder Boys. I also want to get the Woodman Wardens up against the trolls. Got some Sauron's Will over there, that's scary. So that's them committed. The Greenwood Foresters need to stay here for now, otherwise the stakes will deploy elsewhere. So I want to make sure to have my archers on walls, but not in a position they can easily get interrupted. I actually have a lot of archers, but not a lot of infantry, so I need to be smart with my infantry. There's too many of you guys to go on the wall, that's annoying. Have I got a smaller archer unit that I can put there? Hello, thank you. You guys, you're a smaller unit and these guys should be able to squeeze in. There we go. It's a bit tight, but you'll make it work. I'm just going to quickly make a mental note of all the ones that I've already deployed. Group them up. So you're over there. They're going to come on the wall, that's okay. Can you put yourselves here? Yes, you can. So you're also part of the group. The in crowd. Yeah, the Greenwood Forces, they won't stay there. I need to make sure these infantry lads are all downstairs. I don't think they'll break down the gates soon because, as I said, the AI loves to bug out. I'll put some extra archers up there. I'll put some archers also, like, here. So they can fire over there. I think that's actually going to be quite good. Yeah, over there. Maybe you leave some dudes like behind the wall? I don't know. Could put them here. Also want to make sure we leave at least one unit on the town square. And the cav, I'm going to put you at this gate. I'm not sure when I'll use you. I'll probably use you when the enemy's routing. Oh, I got Privateer Cavalry as well. Put them here as well. Or the other gate, maybe. You never know when I need the other gate. And I got some more hunters over here, which I'll gladly put here. But not firing yet. And make sure that everyone else is also not skirmishing. There we go. Alright, start the battle. Greenwood Foresters, I'm going to move you back here, I'd say. Look at them, they're already all firing. It's going to be an absolute slaughter. Fire on the Sauron's Will, that's a good unit to shoot. They're very, very powerful in melee. Not that powerful against ranged. There we go, those javelins will destroy them. Oh, look at that, that's a beautiful throw. They have a general, right? Yep, that's him. General's Bodyguard, the most generic looking unit in the game. I don't care much about the Great Beasts, honestly, because those guys, they screw up the battle. So I could have my javelins throw at them, but I'd rather have them throw at the Sauron's Will. Getting rid of that unit is massive. This guy's also taking a beating against my wardens.
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work.
Butcher's work. Alright, boys. If they send in their cav, that would be a mistake. Oh. Yes, I know, I make that joke every time I use stakes. I know. But the thing is, winning this battle is not the problem. It's going to be winning the battle that comes after this one. Because they're throwing in a lot of units, but trust me, they got a lot more in reserve. You got more bullshit where that came from. But remember, we have Grimbjorn, and he has his Furious Charge. We can only use it once, so we need to use it carefully. But we have it. Alright, they're sending in the big boys, the low camp rim. Oh, they're already sending in their ram. Did they fix the Great Beast bug? Oh, that'd be interesting if they did. It used to be that Great Beasts always bugged out siege battles and they wouldn't use rams until the Great Beasts were all dead. So you could easily shoot most of them, but it seems they fixed that. We'll see in a moment, of course, but first impression points to... yeah, they fixed it. Morgul Chosen, they're a terrible unit. They have high defense, but they don't kill worth a damn. And that's exactly the kind of unit you don't want to put on a wall. The ones that can't kill. Doesn't matter if they stay alive. If you want to put them on the wall if you're defending, because then the towers can get the kills. Alright, the Woodwind Wardens have easily fended off those Black Uruks. Like it was nothing. Piece of cake. Okay, they're not exactly pushing the ram anymore, or did I jinx it? I'm not sure what they're lining up for. If I follow the trajectory of the ram, I think they're lining up for this area right here. Which, sure? I mean, I get it. The Sauron's will fare a little bit better, but still up against Bjorning Spearmen. Those guys will hold. How are we looking? 5% for 30%. Still, I don't like seeing that 5%, but that 30%. Oh, this guy got crispied. That does help. Look in Azrim, look at that beautiful unit. Oh, they're posing and everything. Look at him. General not doing anything. Letting his cronies do the dirty work. Alright, we can speed things up a little bit. Happily shoot all of them. That does move the battle in our favour. Don't bother fighting on the maulers, those guys will die anyway. Towers are also doing a lot of heavy lifting. You guys, can you actually fight on the Sauron's will? Because those guys are actually kicking my Bjorning Spearman's butt. And I don't appreciate that. Alright, my troops are slowly but surely running out of ammo, which is worrisome. Yeah, now those Sauron's will are getting destroyed. Especially because those trolls are still there, but...
if we continue like this,
trolls are not that strong. They get a lot of, they get a lot of credit they don't deserve. They're not that powerful, actually. Okay, the Mortal Chosen are actually doing better than I expected. That's why I keep these archers in reserve. Why are you guys back here? I don't remember putting you back there. Don't bother shooting the Great Beasts. You guys are also out of ammo? No, okay. Well, I'll just swap you. Oh, use your last arrows, that's okay. Swap them with the ones that are on the town square. The ones on the town square are just there to make sure the enemy don't do their push-through shenanigans. They don't seem to do that when there's an enemy on the town square. When the town square is empty, they see it as like a free real estate and they just roll in, which I don't appreciate. As long as those Great Beasts aren't alive, it seems the bug wasn't fixed entirely. That's fine. I mean, the AI already gets plenty of cheats. I'm not gonna play dumb. Alright, get here. And you guys can go there. You can come down the wall. What about you guys? Have you been fighting? Yes, you have. But I guess I'll just put you in like infantry position. You might as well serve still. Yeah, those Morgul Chosen have regretted waking up this morning. the last of Sauron's will. Will he beat our Woodman Warden guy? It's an exciting fight. Place your bets. Come on, Woodman Warden guy. Come on! Oh no, he's doing the spinny maneuver. Stab him! Slash, stab, slash. He's going for the triple stab. Yeah! Good job, mate. I really thought he'd lose there. Okay. Gets up there. Alright, you guys stay close, because I don't trust those ladders. They might still try to use it. We're just not gonna thicken our troop line a bit. Look at them, Mordor trying to retake their own damn settlement. And this army is being led by Grimbiorn, of course, so he'll heal fair bit of units. I should really invest in an apothecary in this settlement, because that will give me some healing boost as well, which is just very helpful. Are my towers even shooting the great beasts? I don't really know if they are. So you know what? I'll do them a favor and shoot their great beasts. I don't know if they'll die, but it's better than not doing anything. I could be shooting Morgul Chosen for crying out loud.
If we continue like this, we will smash.
Give those great beasts a volley. Put them out of their misery. And as soon as they commit their cav, I'll move out my cav and we'll finish this by supper. Alright, now we play the waiting game. I could just sit here for 60 minutes as well, but I'm not really in the mood for that. I guess it's 30 minutes and then multiply by 2, so it's 50 minutes. Or maybe we can get them to run amok. That'd be fun. I do like that now and then. We are under attack, but not really. Depends on your perspective of being under attack. Well, can't imagine we're losing more than they are with our towers and everything. This guy, I think he forgot something. He forgot his purse up there, so he's like, okay, I got it, thanks. I know what that's like, mate. I don't have a purse, but other stuff. Wallet, phone. Alright. I mean, I could send in my cav, I guess. But I'm not suicidal, mate. I'd love for this battle to progress, but I'm not going to risk everything I've worked up to this. I'd happily shoot all of you lads. Those Great Beasts do be tanky though. I mean, maybe they should just get rid of Great Beasts until they're fixed. I don't know, they always bug out siege battles. Always, always, always. Or maybe just make them more rare. Because the thing is, they bug out, and in the late game, every Mordor army has Great Beasts. They're not that hard to get, especially for the AI, they love to spam them. And you just get this situation. They don't easily die either, I've been shooting them for hours. And they have massive hitboxes, so pretty much all my arrows hit them. They've got a lot of hit points and a lot of armor, so yeah. Come on lads, I've used up all my ammo. There's not much else I can do. Right, I'll just make a quick jump cut until something interesting happens, because this is not the most fun to watch, I imagine. Alright my boys, and the battle comes to an end. Yeah, as you can tell, nothing really happened, so I just waited for my towers to kill some dudes. Wait out the timer, I mean, I know it seems a bit cheesy, but I'm not gonna run out of a siege battle if they're the ones attacking me. It's just an unfortunate side effect of Great Beasts being as buggy as they are.
The day is over, and we are
Hey, it's a heroic win. We healed not that many, but I'm just happy they didn't heal anyone.
Claim us mighty warriors.
So there we go, we did that. Someone can add up all the kills here and all the losses here, to see how many kills the towers got, but I'm sure they got like 1,000 on their own. So there we go, Dant'alad, yeah, stands still. And there we have it. No. I'm not sure how I took prisoners, but... And there we go, that's the late game Mordor experience for you all. I swear if this army has Great Beasts as well, then I might just finish the campaign when we meet our official victory conditions. Oh no, that's bad news. That's really bad news. Because if an army or a settlement is under siege, then they won't join as reinforcements. So I think I'm going to do a short withdraw, lure them in a fight, win the fight, because I have cavalry, hopefully. Should win the fight. And then come back. So short withdraw.
We should retreat. We can go no further.
Wait, what?
Today.
Ah, fuck. They're smart. They're now doing the siege battle. These guys are now in reinforcement. I didn't expect them to do that. No! You weren't supposed to do that. Alright, I'm going to do that battle next episode. Because otherwise this might take a bit too long. But we still managed to achieve quite some things. We're pushing an army towards Angsul, so even if we lose Winter's End, we'll see, of course. We can always retake it. That's not a problem. We have already moved Faltered quite a bit closer to Dant'alad. And of course we fended off the Mordor attack already once. I hope we don't have to face them too many times. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope to catch you soon for episode number 28, which will of course start with the defense, apologies, of Winter's End.